So, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. And yeah, before we're going to reveal the names over here and we're going to get into it, got a little cold as well. Before we're going to do this, I'm first going to finish this piece of dark chocolate and then go straight into the review. Washed away with some winter glow. It's kind of a tea with cinnamon and orange skins. So delicious. And yeah, back to the lab again. Back on subject. Because first of all, I hope once this I hope that you enjoyed the preview with the retro smooth jazz music, because it's kind of is a retro story. Today we're going to do a little review of American Dreams by Reboot Comics. It's a small publisher from the Netherlands. Well, small. They're making it quite big at cons at the moment. So I thought they gave me this comic, American Dreams, and another called The Starling, about last year. But unfortunately, as a freebie, unfortunately I didn't have the time, and I had a busy period, hectic period with work, etc. So with my day job, so it took a little more time than I expected to come to reading this, but thank goodness I did during the winter holidays and during this month. So first one that I read during the winter months was Sacrament, and after that I did Kitty Pryde and Wolverine, and then we ended up with this. And of course Lost Between Worlds. We're getting to that later. First we're going to careful with spoilers if you didn't read this yet, but the way I built this video up, it's quite simple. We're going to first going to discuss who the writer, who the publisher is, who the writers and the artists and the colorists and the cover artists are supposed to be, and where the publisher is from. We're going to do a little synopsis. It's part 2. We're going to do the breakdown, as usual. The usual stuff, you know the drill. We're going to do the positives and negatives, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Final verdict, and yeah, I'll show you what's next. That's all. And yeah, those are my homegrown chili peppers that I grew myself. My mother saved the seeds. She gave to me as a gift for on my balcony. And they taste so much. Growing your own chilies, I tell you, it tastes so much better than when you buy it in the supermarket. Because the ones in the supermarket, I don't know, they don't taste like any. I don't taste the spiciness at all. I don't taste the Gasparin at all. Maybe I'm wrong. So yeah, part 1. Who are the writers and who's the publisher? Well, Reboot Comics is a small publisher from the Netherlands who releases both in the American and European format. We're going to move the tripod a bit over here, and yeah, they're sold in Schijndel. It's a little town in the Netherlands. And over here we see it's a creation of Daniel Kalban, and we're going to now that we're at it, the text, so the script is written by Daniel Kalban. The drawings, or the art by Dodi Eka. The inks are by Tebe Andri. I hope I spell his name correctly, because it's translated from Dutch. Colors, Wanya K. Saadeva. Nice name. Lettering, Eric Quadkas. Redaction, so editing, or the team, or the redaction, I don't know how you call it in English. Ahmad Resh. And translation, Eric Quadgras. I hope I spell his name correctly, because it's a tongue breaker, but alright. And publisher Reboot Comics. First print on November 2021. And here are some nice ads of other albums that you could buy in more European format, and one that's taking place in the same universe as the starting, Ninetales. But this one has my preference because there are more historical elements in it. It's called The Flight of the Condor, and because I know the artist, Anko Dijkman, personally as well. And he's a really good chap. We have a lot in common. Just he's a fun guy, good guy to work with, and he has a good hat as well. So basically what it's all about. I'm going to translate it. We're going to move the tripod a bit to the right. Back to the chilies again. What's all about? See here, the synopsis on the back. New York. It's a story that takes place in New York City in the spring of 1900. Jake Gold, who's a Jewish immigrant, struggles during the daytime in a sweatshop, and he fights during the night in a gang. But he wants to get just like those things. Maybe the makeup has changed a bit. The laws of the streets of New York City never changed at all. Still, finding ways to escape, like Trent Reznor put it in one of his songs on Hesitation Marks. And he wants to get a better life, but he doesn't know how to escape from his daily routine. And that's what he one day will become. So we're going to the breakdown. Pretty simple. So they're in the Lower East Side, New York City, 1900. It's a living city full of opportunities in the brand new 20th century. This translates from Dutch, by the way. I'm trying to do my best, but I need to concentrate for it. And Jake was part of a Jewish family. Tells him that his father asks him to come down to have some breakfast. And he's drawing. The guy's is an artist. He's drawing, but his father doesn't want to be involved. That he is involved in this. And one of them tells them that they should send him to the art academy, but he tells them there's not enough money. He needs him to work for Fitzpatrick, even though he hates it. That sounds pretty familiar. Some people I know, they want to draw, etc., but unfortunately they can't make ends meet with only drawing or writing, so they have to work on the side, like I do. That's off the job. With an hour off the job, so he tells him that, and one of them, Jake tells Ellie that. He tells him to eat something, and normally his grandfather does it. Becky's already on his way to the theater, and his sister's one of the best, I call it clothes makers of New York. And here's a sign of the Jewish family. Here you are. And he tells him that. You don't want to be late. Put your blouse or your shirt. Put a nice clean shirt on, and brace the eternity. So it's a kind of a Jewish word, sentence, or proverb, however you call it. And they're telling that they're going for get some fresh air. And but his father doesn't agree. He doesn't want his his son to grow up like a poor artist. Well, some people, but yeah, his grandfather tells him that some people are meant to be dreamers, like it's written in the Torah. So the holy scriptures of the Jews. So yeah, and this translated from Yiddish, and he tells him that yeah, Vagunsi doesn't have to go through the winters of the hole they came from. Even though New York City has its own problems at the moment, or always had, and but some things are just took a different form. And here's the house of J.P. Morgan with Mr. Edison and Thomson and Thomas, and one of them is his artist of J.P. Morgan is drawing a portrait of him and setting up an energy experiment in Central Park. And they're trying to summon the energy of the stars. So yeah, they're using some of the blueprints of Nikola Tesla, but he was under contract of Edison, and he didn't know that he was about to solve the energy crisis. And he tells him that yeah, unfortunately, oil is not infinite. It could get it comes a certain point in time that we have to leave it behind and using other alternative methods of energy. For now, we still have a few years to come before everything gets exhausted. But yeah. But yeah, J.P. Morgan tells him that, explaining to Rockefeller and his Texan oil barons, exactly. Buy US oil and nobody gets hurt. Where have I seen this before? And yeah, he tells him that with this, and Edison tells him that with this energy, they'll be capable to keep the factories fully operational and energized, and also help for the newest cars and boats, and they could even typically aiming to get beyond the solar system kind of stuff. They want to get to the moon before Neil Armstrong sets foot on the moon takes the first steps on the moon in 1969. And yeah, and they tell him that you get the monopoly on this energy source, 40 Edison. And he tells him that the local authorities are paid, basically bribed, for this evening. And he tells J.P. Morgan, tells his artist that it's been enough for today. Carnegie now that Carnegie developed a conscience, and Rockefeller will become richer every second. He wants to be like the entrepreneur, the good Samaritan, to not to be the richest man of the world, but as a leader, a true visionary. And he tells him that you see how this city is getting into chaos and confusion with all this new migrants and anarchists and the labor unions that during this time and later on also will be manipulated by the mafia, especially the Italian ones, some of the Dutch and the Irish, and even some of the American ones like Al Capone. It's no surprise, and here he wants to J.P. Morgan wants to show Edison his let's say is old tablets from Assyria. I don't know how to call it. Script. The script that you carve in stones. I forgot how you call it. I need to learn. I need to learn that word. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I forgot. Let's just say I forgot the word. So we're going flash forward to Fitzpatrick's sweatshop on the Lower East Side, and working. Tells him that. Two of them tell him that. Boss told him to work faster. And here Artie and Gold. They tell him that. Basically, the usual gang stuff. Some of them are causing problems in certain places. And here it's midnight. It tells him that tonight Washington Square. The bosses need to learn who controls the center, the city center. The Irish, who are on our side. When we're on our side, basically the Irish and the Italians. Not a surprise. Is flash forward to Alhambra Theatre Broadway. He tells him that Johnny is trying to impress the girl he loves. And the guy's Irish. And she tells him that he can't. Her parents would kill him. She figured out who she was dating, and apparently they can't date the Irish because he's a Catholic or Christian or whatever. And she tells him that he told her parents a lie that she works for a rich lady in a shop, in a store, but only her brothers know what she does. And he tells him, Johnny tells her that she's great. She's trying to impress him. Poor Johnny. But one of them tell him that Mr. Houdini tells him that Houdin tells him that he tells him that he needs to test the new electric lamp, basically the new light bulbs, and it's dangerous and more danger. And they have some chit chats back and forth. And she gives him a compliment about the costumes she wears, etc. Who designs them, and meanwhile Edison and GP, Edison and Houdini are basically testing the new particle accelerator thing. Just kidding. New experiment that could help them channel the energy from the cosmos. And he tells him that, of course, Andrews, the designs of this mad creation, they never let me down. But he tells him, but this no one has made anything like this before. But he tells him that he can't sue him because the designs were made when he was working under Edison's working under Edison. So there's no way you could. They're all the ownership. Basically, part of their business country was all the ownership went to him. Pretty similar to how it went with the light bulbs, I think, or something in the trend, or another energy, but. The guy tells him that. One of his coworkers tells him that he had, of course, Tesla could have built that thing himself, but why didn't he do it? The fool doesn't have money to get for his projects. He needs capital. He needs resource to get this done. But maybe he did something because he didn't know. And Edison tells him that what this creation knows, I know. And otherwise he would put a warning by with it and never let it in my possession. And he tells him that tonight it will make us a rich man. and when the clock strikes midnight, we'll open a new universe of opportunities. So they're going to do a scientific experiment. And here's some things, some daily, some activism of back in the day. A lot of things didn't change. And how the melting pot of New York is slowly taking shape. And of course, some one tells me that I'm not a radical, and especially first wave feminism versus the more moderate guy, and then they start to fight each other. Do we have to all be radicals? Yeah, no thanks. But Central Park is close to midnight, so the Irish, the Jews, and the Italians are basically put against each other, and JP Morgan is reading in his room, reading a book, and Emma Goldman is basically reading something as well, his calculations. And Washington Square Park decide to all wars, it's ending up in a gang war, and Essen tells him to start the dish and summon the energies from the cosmos, and it kind of works, unlimited energy, but similar to what you see in the Flash TV show. Unfortunately, they all get struck. Andrews gets stuck. Another one gets stuck. What are you doing, Edison? So everyone gets struck by lightning. Similar to the lightning storm that happened at beginning of Rebirth 2016, I think, in DC. It's quite familiar, but yeah, you see a nice double spread. The guy getting knocked out. And everybody gets struck by lightning. And they all get superpowers, to a certain degree. And he tells him that, what are you doing? How can I don't know, but it's kind of funny. This Jewish, you know what, deserves it. You're burning them alive. And also this guy, I think it's this guy over here, Jay Gold, goes on the attack, who is Jewish, goes on the attack and basically summons a tornado, like the weather wizard, and strikes them all down. And he tells him that apparently he has become immune to pain, and the guy who tries to smash him breaks his wrist. That's an itch, and Jake Gold makes a run for it, but he figures out he could fly, because the energy experiment from Edison that was originally created by Nikola Tesla, the lightning gave him powers of flight, and super strength and durability. And he flies all the way to the Statue of Liberty, the harbor of New York, and looks at himself. What have I become? Are there others like me, just like me and that German? What do I need to do? And here it ends. Here's some American Dreams. It usually goes. Will continue soon. And here's some extra ads at the end. This is how I like it. At the beginning, a few ads, and at the end, Sard, another title, similar to Red Sonja. I met an artist last year that kind of did a commission for this. Minx, a cyberpunk story, and here's some dopey bars. It's kind of chocolate bars that will also make an appearance in the Starling Part 1. And here's some eye candy to sell it. And Dopey, Doc Dopey basically pushes her aside. Good. She needs to stay in her place. I'll get cancelled for this, I know. And that was the book. Here's some spread of Jay Gold. Here's the back cover of Jay Gold, and we're going to define we're going to the positives and negatives. Positives, art is top notch. It is distinctive. It's kind of a blend between American and European art, and nice cover as well. Writing wise, for a superhero origin story / anti-hero origin story, it's good. But and there are a lot of if you're familiar with things like the Flash, like the X-Men, etc., like things like Justice League, etc., and other things, and especially the rebirth of 2016, or maybe before it, you might find something to like about it. But some things have been done. It's not really breaking any new grounds or anything, but it suits the time period, and it pays homage to certain characters from the past in American comics, and but it took some ideas that have been done before, recently and in the past, but compared to what the Flash TV show did, etc., they gave the better execution. They added a little bit more depth to it, so not bad for a first one, but I can't help that I've seen some things before. So now I'm reading my thing. This whole mutation and people getting struck by lightning, getting superpower thing. It's not really my thing, but if you're into that stuff, there are some stories that I like, but I'm not really that keen on it. I prefer more the realistic, the darker, the grittier one, the more primal versions. But if you like stuff like this, if you're into an American superhero comics, etc., you like certain superhero origin or anti-hero origin stories, then this is a really good read for you. And you get this is an alternate cover, so if you look on the site, it's a different one. Absolutely. That's this one is from the Kickstarter, I think. It's free. It was a freebie, by the way. But I already told that. And the final verdict. Like I said, art is top notch. I like the blend between European and American. The writing is It's nothing really groundbreaking, but everything is well put together. He put a lot of historical elements into it, like Nikola Tesla. Also showed some political social commentary from that time. That but it doesn't it doesn't overshadow the whole story that they're trying to tell. It got its place, it got its time, and the rest is focused on Jake Gold and his way to get out of Sons of New York and live the American dream. And with this, I think it really deserves a 75 out of 100 that I'm giving right now. And hope to get this video uploaded by next week. And till that, and like I said, not bad. It's not a bad read. On the contrary, it's quite good for what it within its genre. But I have seen a lot of things like this before. So that's why I can't give it higher than 75 out of 100. But if you're into that stuff, pick it up. You know where this is. Reboot Comics. This is his site. You have the socials. You can check him on the mail, on the web. You can check him out on Instagram or on Twat. I think they're on Twat as well. Or you can check their YouTube channel if they did another upload or something, or if they didn't upload at all. Just check their Instagram and the site, and you'll find something that might be better to your liking. Or this one. Whatever you prefer. So, I also like the fact that they put a little detail in it that they also did during the old standard uitgeverij translations of certain American titles. So now we're going to what's next. I have to put the Dutch first, America second, and third, or at least third, because I prefer to read manga and European as well. So what's next? I already told about Doctopi. Next we're going to get a little more serious. So see you guys in the next one. It's already 30 minutes long. Hasta la próxima. Gianni. Johnny.